Well, here's a look at how things stand in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying with just 3 match days to go. Canada in the top spot, unbeaten so far and in prime position for Qatar. The US in second, but equal on points with third place Mexico. Panama in fourth, and then Costa Rica, El Salvador, Jamaica and Honduras all in the bottom half of the table. And for more on this, US men's national team defender Aaron Long joins us now live from national team camp in Houston. Aaron, it is so good to see you. This is such a big week that's coming up. So how are you feeling and how's the team doing at the minute?
I feel good, yeah. It's early days right now. We don't have everyone in camp yet. We're still waiting on a couple guys, but getting to see the guys, getting the group together, it feels great.
All right, Aaron. So as one former MLS defender to another, it's nice to see some alumni. It's great to see your beautiful face back in national team camp. Talk to me after this significant injury where you tore your Achilles, haven't played for the national team since March 28th. So it's almost been a full year of 2021. How do you come back into this and make it seamless? Because as we both know, communication is an important part of defending and defending well, not only individually but collectively. Does it help that you had that previous experience playing under Greg Berhalter to make that transition easy?
Yeah, definitely. I think that I've played with a lot of these guys before. I'm good friends with a lot of these guys. They're happy to have me back. I've been involved in the last 2 qualifying windows. I wasn't available or ready to be on the roster at that point, but to be in those moments, be in the locker room, I'm still very familiar with these guys and honestly chomping at the bit to get to play with them again.
Hey, Aaron, good to see you, mate. Listen, now this is going to be a massive game against Mexico. You're going to go there at Azteca. And then, of course, you know the atmosphere. You know they're waiting for you guys after the result that they had. What do you think is going to be the best way to approach this game? Because they're going to try to go for you from the first minute. Do you think that it's better to maybe sit a little bit to see the first 20 minutes how they try to come to you? Or maybe from the first minute, go for it and try to win the game to don't give them any belief?
Yeah, I think that we're at our best when we're aggressive and we have an extremely high intensity. I think we're going to attack this game like we have every other game. I don't think that we're going to sit back and kind of let them dictate the game. I think we're going to go there. We're going to look to win. We're going to be very aggressive and high press and do all the things we normally do.
Aaron, it's great to see you always. And I've got an important question about the players that are in camp and also how Greg Berhalter has been dealing with you. What has the communication been like from Greg to you throughout your injury and now you're back playing again? Have you had consistent relationship with him where he's been communicating with you exactly how to help you get back to the stage that you're in right now where you're going into a massive World Cup qualifier?
Yeah, I think there's definitely been a great communication between me and the whole staff here at the national team. They've reached out in ways that they could help me with my rehab. Like I said, they've brought me in over the last 2 windows so they could kind of get their eyes on me, see where I was at, see if there's any deficiencies, anything that they could help me with, things that I needed to work on. So they've been amazing as a part of this rehab. And again, to get around the guys in the last 2 windows and be a part of this qualifying has been amazing for me. So I feel like it's been seamless. And again, I have to credit the national team big time for where I'm at today and how I'm feeling and how I'm playing and, so early on in this rehab process.
Now, Aaron, I know quite well, as do all of us, we've all played at some point, that when you're injured, it's a lonely road. You're by yourself a lot, and you can see that your team, both club and country, are kind of moving on without you, and it's tough to know where you can fit back in. So at what point did you feel, this is it, I'm back to 100%? Have you had that moment where I'm back to being Aaron Long, the player that we know and love? Was there a moment like in a Red Bull game or in a training that you're like, okay, this is me again. I can trust my Achilles. I can trust my body to go back and do the things that I know it's capable of?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think, like you said, the football world waits for no one. So in those early stages, it was tough, but I feel like every game I'm getting stronger, every game I'm getting more comfortable, feeling better. So again, I am still early on in this process, but I feel amazing right now. And I feel like every game I'm getting more and more comfortable, more and more ready. And I'm ready to fly right now.
It's great to hear how good you're feeling, Aaron. Let's talk about CONCACAF as a whole, though, because it's not an easy qualifying path. Tough teams, tough places to play. But you are in a good position in the table heading into this last set. What's the confidence level of this group right now at the minute? And how hard is it finding that balance of being laser focused, but also staying relaxed, preparing for these game days?
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things about this group is we're a young group. And I don't think that guys get over-focused on results or looking too far ahead. I think we focus one game at a time, and it's proved us well so far in this window. We know what we have to do, and all eyes ahead on Mexico right now.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us here today. We are wishing you the absolute best of luck. Enjoy camp and best of luck with the 3 games that are coming up.
Thank you guys so much.
Well, fantastic to have Aaron join us there. Let's hear from Aaron's teammate, Yunus Musa, with his thoughts ahead of this qualifying window.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed my time with England. The coaches, the players, it was amazing. But then it came to a time where I was playing the first team at Valencia, and the US coaches were talking to me a lot about the projects they had, and I felt that I would play a big part in it. And having the first team manager from the national team call me was, you know, it made me so excited. And as you can see, we have a great team in the US, and the project is really, it could be something big. And yeah, I'm just glad to be part of it, and it excited me.
Well, there you have it. That is why he chose the US, but it's a massive window coming up. Let's talk about the importance of Yunus Musa in this window, Ian, because Weston McKennie's out. Tyler Adams is walking a yellow card accumulation tightrope at the minute. He's going to be absolutely crucial in the middle of the park.
That answer incredible, and I'm really, really happy to see that Greg Berhalter had a big impact on his decision to play for the United States over England, and he can be a key factor to them making and achieving that World Cup slot. The midfield is stacked. Offensively, the national team is stacked. They are very young players. He's another young player in amongst a great group that are going through a qualification process. And Jimmy can tell you perfectly, qualification through CONCACAF is one of the most difficult paths to a World Cup. And these young players look like they are enjoying themselves. It's not always been easy, but there's no doubt that Yunus Musa still has a lot to say between now and how this story ends for the US national team. I am happy and proud to have him as part of US soccer. I think he helps the younger generation, the next generation, and the players who are even older than him get better, improve, because he's that good, and he can continue to get better. And hopefully under the leadership of Greg Berhalter, he can lead this team to a World Cup and continue to improve in Qatar 2022.
Yeah, what I'll jump in and say is that this window is extremely difficult. We're playing in Mexico. We've never won there before in a World Cup qualifier. Our last game of the window, there's 3 in this window, is in Costa Rica. We've never won there for a World Cup qualifier. And in the middle, we take on Panama at home. If we win that one, that should solve a lot of our problems. But Panama is one of the most organized and most compact teams in all of CONCACAF. So that's not going to be easy as well. And they get to play Honduras first, which is Honduras is already waving the white flag. So that should be an easy 3 points for them. But with regard to Yunus Musa, against Mexico, because Tyler Adams is walking that yellow card accumulation, I don't know if we're going to see Adams. Are we going to see Acosta maybe starts there? And if that happens, Yunus Musa might have to have that positional discipline to stay at home a little bit. He's tremendous at getting the ball and breaking the lines with his running with the ball in particular, turning out of tight spaces and unlocking a defense in different types of ways, joining the attack. And he's might have to do it a little bit more because Weston McKennie is out, but we don't know who that third person is going to be. It's been McKennie, Musa, and Adams, but without McKennie, who's it going to be? Are we going to go Gio Reyna? Are we going to maybe be another Acosta and make it more defensive? Are we going to be De La Torre or Busio, who can maybe pass out of those situations? That's a big question going into this one at Azteca, which is not going to be easy. So that positional discipline, and as Ian correctly said, he's going to continue to evolve and get better. I'm talking about Yunus Musa, but knowing when to go and when to stay back is something you learn through experience, and this is going to be very crucial for him to pick his spots in the right way for us to qualify through all 3 of these games.
Definitely. Let me say something very quick about Yunus, because I have the chance of watching him play every single weekend. And he's a very versatile player. I mean, Bordalás has been using him in many different positions. He's been playing wider on the right side, wider on the left side. He's been playing in the middle. He's been playing sometimes as a holding midfielder, trying to give him the freedom to go moving forward. So he scores goals, he assists. He's a player who is adapting to what is being asked on the field. And I think that's very important, because you can see that even though that he's very young, he's learning to have that discipline. I've been told to do this in this position, and that's what I'm giving. If I have to move and change and play in different positions, I'm going to adapt to that position. And I think that is fantastic, because he's very young. The fitness and he's very strong. So when he's on the ball, it's amazing how he has the capacity to get the ball and bring it to the strikers. And that's something very important, because when you have a team where you have players like him playing with the capacity of playing different positions, you have a very strong team. So, yeah, I think it can be a fantastic add for the midfielder in the US men's national team.
Yeah, it's a fantastic point, Lucho, and we're expecting him to play a massive factor in these three crucial matches. Let's take a look at what is coming up then. They'll head to Mexico City to face El Tri March 24th before returning home to face Panama, of course, March 27th, then away to Costa Rica for that final match of CONCACAF qualifying. And no doubt Greg Berhalter and his side hoping that they have got their ticket in hand as the road to Qatar continues.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.